Why does everyone speak Korean here? Why am I playing this game? And why is this game actually fun? Welcome to Untitled RPG game. This is probably the only English tutorial you found, and well, you're gonna have to deal with me because I'm all you're gonna find. So I'm gonna get you through this world step by step. Alright, before you get too ahead of yourself and go explore the whole entire world, there are some quests that you need to get done, and they'll be at the right hand top of your screen. So get those done, follow the instructions, and you should be fine. Feel comfortable with fighting the mobs and everything? Let's get with the NPCs of this village. You're gonna have to be pretty familiar with them to get along in this game. So the first NPC is the Weapon Forge. Here you'll be crafting the weapons. You'll probably already have crafted a weapon already for the quest, and you'll be getting the materials by killing the mobs outside. Next is the upgrade station, where you can enhance your weapons. Each upgrade there is a chance for the success to fail, except at the first one, right? Where it's 100%. But there is a chance it could fail every time you upgrade. Once at upgrade 7, you should probably stop using the upgrade button and wait until you get enhancement scrolls or fail protection scrolls, which you can get from the daily reward attainable at 8 AM Korean time every day. Yeah, you probably shouldn't use this. You probably should save it up, honestly, for a better weapon anyways. So just upgrade your weapon to enhancement 7 and call it a day. Going to the left hand side, you'll see the market, where you can buy materials and ores you may need to craft a weapon. Of course, buying these materials are more expensive than selling them itself. Next is the Bacon Man right next to the market, which would show you the odds of every single mob in the World 1. And it'll show you the percentage and odds of getting the drops. So goblins, it has a 3% chance of dropping a goblin bracelet, which is an accessory you can wear, which gives you more HP, which will be very useful early game. Falling down is the scrap guy, where you can scrap accessories you get that you may not need. You can equip up to 3 accessories, so just grab the extra ones. And over here, this is the pawn guy, and this is where you can sell extra unneeded loot for gold. Alright, so here's the alchemist, where you can buy HP potions and these materials that will be very much needed later on in the game, probably around World 2. So when I create a World 2 tutorial, I'll go more in depth with the alchemist. Alright, let's learn about the UI of this game. So at the bottom of your screen, you should see an inventory stat skill button, and let's focus on the inventory button. Here you can equip your weapons that you create. Here you can equip your accessories that you have, and here you can find your loot. And items is gonna be like your potions and World 2 stuff, which you can get at level 60. So you can go to World 2 at level 60 when you have certain items. So I'll go into that later. Right, now in stats, here you would want to put all your stats in damage, because doing so will allow you to do more damage to mobs, obviously. But for MP and mana for now, you're not gonna have much of that, because you're not gonna have any skills for now until you fight a boss later on, which will drop skills. For levels 1 through 10, you're gonna be fighting in this goblin village, and then later on in the cave, which is down here, you're just gonna be fighting these goblins and slimes, and then later on you can fight this boss for accessories, and he drops a skill, which would be nice to have. So yeah, you can get a skill from this guy, which you equip in the skills tab, and you're gonna learn the skill book. So equip this, press learn button, and you'll be learning it. So nice. And yeah, after you're done and you want to go to a new area, here the caves will open up here, and you go inside and you can defeat golems inside this cave. So here's a cave golem, you defeat it and you get stone and iron. Up to here, the quest guide will walk you through everything. So you should be ending around here for when the quests end. After going through the cave and fighting the cave golems and finishing the quest, you're gonna want to go to this desert route. So you can go from the village and take a right. So you'll pass a pond and you're gonna reach this desert area, And here you hunt the sand slimes, over here. You can group them up and fight them all. Yep, and you're gonna get sand. Behind them, there are gonna be mummies that will spawn. You're gonna go up here, and here you'll fight mummies. And just keep fighting them until the quest finishes. And further ahead is a pyramid area with pyramid guards. These are by far one of the hardest mobs in World 1. So they're gonna be dashing everything. You're just gonna be want to group them up whenever they're spawning multiple areas and just keep attacking them. And the best tech to finishing them is going in circles and fighting them. So you want to craft up to a steel greatsword, but when you hit the desert area, you want to craft a desert item, which has good damage against hit speed. So it would be something like the Mummy Slayer or the Desert Legend. Alright, once you finish with the desert area, you want to go back to the cave area. This is where you're going to be reaching the lava lake. So we're going back inside the cave. And we're going to go and keep dashing down here until we're over here. You're going to dash down and follow this when you're level 25. Here you're going to fight golems. Fight these little guys too. They drop fireballs, which aren't really useful for now, just to sell them. But these golems drop a lot. Recommend when you're fighting these golems, you want to go around in a circle and attack them so they cannot hurt you. So this is the best way to attack these guys. Next up is Maple Village. So you're going to come from spawn, you're going to keep going right and go to the sand area, and then it will be the destination to your right over here. As you can see where the maple trees are. Here you're going to defeat samurai / warriors and level up. If your weapon does feel weak, it is recommended to enhance your sword from 7 or to 8. But do not use scroll protections. You're going to want to save them up. So here, you're going to do this move. You want to avoid them and just juke them out. So over here, juke. Okay, I would have died, but just juke them out and you'll be good. Make sure you do not use your fill protection scrolls because those are very valuable early on. So just save them up, come up these stairs. This stair will lead to a very hard boss for you to defeat. It is recommended to fight this with a carry or fight this with multiple people. And this boss, the moves are really hard to avoid. Just keep dashing, keep dashing until it's at this stage. And here, it's gonna do this attack. You can attack it a few times. Okay, I kind of killed it. My bad. Attack it, the back, and just keep avoiding it. This boss is also gonna drop a very good skill. I have these evolved, but I will put them at the top of the screen. And they're still very good when you get them unevolved. And I'll teach you how to evolve them in the World 2 guide. So here it is. This is the first one, which is random shooting. And it's basically a bunch of attacks and spam. So as you saw there, kind of insta-killed, but you know, like this. And the second move he drops is Flash Strike, which I have evolved into Cycler Flash. But here, Flash Strike, and yeah, it does a lot of damage. These skills will definitely help you progress in this world. Alright, so the samurai guy, the boss guy, he's gonna drop items to create the broken soul blood. You're gonna want to craft this. You're gonna need at least 10 broken sinister blood shards and the iron and the gold. And over here, you're gonna go to the weapon forge and you wanna craft this katana over here. It's gonna be the blood katana. This is gonna be one of the best weapons you can craft for weapons. So as you can see here, when you load something up, it shows the quality of an item. The higher quality, the more damage the weapon does. So, the thing is, even though it takes a lot of grinding to do to make this blood katana, it could come out as a really bad one. So, if you get unlucky and you get something below 80 quality, I would say 80 quality is the bare minimum. If you get below 80 quality, you can craft another one of these. So another grinding, you know, more grinding, but it's okay. More grinding. And you're going to be able to merge those two weapons. And where to merge, you ask? I'll let you know. If you're really unlucky and you need to merge the two blood katanas, you're going to have to go back to this cave area. And you want to go down to the lava lake. So we're going down to the lava lake. And there's the secret area where you can merge your two weapons together. And it is pretty hard for me. It was hard for me at first to like do the parkour to get there because obviously I am on mobile. But here, see what I did? I went under here by going down a certain area. So go rewind if you need to, but I went down to a certain area, and now on this side, which is kind of transparent, I went through. So here, this is Narak. There is a boss down here, but we're not gonna go through that yet. We're gonna follow this area. We're gonna follow these planks over here. Okay, we're over here. Now, I want you to walk down here until over here. You're gonna see that wall right here. You want to dash into that wall. 1, 2. I'm dashing. I'm gonna keep dashing straight now. I see this light. I'm gonna dash into it. See that light? I just dashed right into it. You want to rewind the video, learn those steps, and now you're over here. You're at the secret area. Create your own artifact area. You're not going to be needing this until World 2. So until I create that World 2 video, I'm not going to be going to depth with this. But here you can craft your relics. But here, this is the most important part. You can quality recast. This is merging two weapons. So, in your case, the blood katana, in case it was doo-doo. So you can quality reset. You can combine two of the same weapons together. So, if you have your blood katana at 7 upgrade or 7 enhancements, I'll put that first, and then put in the second weapon, and then press recombine. And the thing is, it's gonna average of the two, and make that a quality. So if you have one high one and one low one, there's a very much a chance that it could become a low one. So you want to get two of the similar kind, or two bad katanas, and then merge them, and hopefully you get at least 80. And it's more of a luck thing in this game, so it took me quite a while, but try to get at least over 80%. Alright, from level 35 to 40, you're gonna keep wanting to grind that boss, that samurai boss, and once you're level 40, you can go to this new area. So you can go to the left of the maple tree forest area, and you can come over here and get over this bridge. As so, and there's a camp you can put as your spawn point. And over here the required level is level 40, but it is kind of recommended that you grind the samurai boss until you get a good enough blood katana. So I was around like level 45 or level 50 until I came and moved on over here, because I kept getting a bad blood katana over and over until I finally got a good one. And here you're gonna fight these snowmen. Just keep getting them. Keep getting them. There we get mysterious snow from this guy. Cool. Once you're finished fighting these snowmen, you can come over here. And to the left area, there's Yeti. So at level 45, you're gonna fight these Yeti until level 50. Here, just get them, round them up, use your skills from the Blood Samurai, and round them up and kill them. Over here, once you're level 50, this is the Winter Castle. Over here, you're gonna pretty much need a carry or at least a group of people to fight this with, because the bosses are very, very hard. And these bosses, they drop the materials you need to get to World 2. The first boss you'll be fighting when you enter this Winter Castle is a boss on the right, if I'm not mistaken. He is already dead because this guy is kind of auto-farming. Also, macros are bannable in this game. So, yeah, this guy could potentially get banned if I were the Korean Discord server, but, you know, this is the first boss you need to fight. And this guy has, a pretty skills that you've probably never seen, and you're gonna have to avoid them. On the left-hand side is Winter Castle Gate 2, which is level 52. This guy, his skills are pretty particular. When he does this red thing, this whole floor is red, you're gonna have to turn your back around so you don't die. And you're only gonna take around 100 damage when you turn your back around. So let's try to get him to do that move again. And turn your back around, not facing towards him. And then just go ahead, fight him, and try to kill him. Alright, so when you're at level 55 and you want to fight this cube, it is recommended for you to craft a weapon, which is the best weapon in the game, which is the spear. You'll require materials from these bosses you've killed, So not only are these bosses dropping the materials to go to World 2, but they're also dropping materials for the weapon. And hopefully when you craft it, you get good damage. This cube is pretty hard, honestly. You just have to keep dashing and keep avoiding it until it turns yellow. When it turns yellow, you can start attacking it. See, now it's at yellow, but when it gets over 60% or 50%-ish, then it goes into that crazy mode. So you want to keep attacking it when it's yellow, and that's where it's dormant, and that's where you get a free kill. So before going to World 2, you are wanting to craft the final weapon. So this is going to be the spear. With all of these, probably trade for the materials. People do like scrolls, but honestly just save them up and just grind the bosses. You can also use your gold or materials you get and trade for them. Once you level, you're gonna be wanting to get the materials for World 2. For World 2, you're gonna need an unknown skill. That is a 1% drop from the Winter Castle boss. So if we go over here, it is 1%. So the skill is 1.5% actually from the Winter Castle Guardian. You're gonna want to get the skill unknown. Second, you want to go back to the cave. Alright, now that we're back in the cave, we're gonna want to go back to this area. Go back to the Narak area over here and then go through here. And what you want to do, quite verbatim from what I'm gonna do, you just quiet over here. You want to stand at this ledge. Okay, this is the area towards the boss. You want to stand at this ledge. Now, at standing this ledge through this place, you see right there? You see that area over here? The stone area over here? You want to dash 3 times towards it. So I'm gonna look over here. 1, 2, 3. We land right here. Jump and then dash 3 times, and you get over here. That part took me a long time to get the timing down, and I died many times because of it. You're gonna climb up here, and you're gonna position yourself kind of horizontal or vertical, I meant, towards this light. You're gonna want to dash once, dash again. Okay, so we got these leaves over here. We're gonna dash over here, get over this leaf, okay, and now we're gonna find these rocks over here where I'm gonna dash down and then just keep looking down over here. You see these neon lights, you wanna avoid them. They cause burning damage. So just avoid them and fall down here. There's gonna be some people grind this boss because it does give diamonds, which is able to craft scrolls. Earlier parts of the videos, I told you to save because those become the currency of many items you can trade for. So there's gonna be a Narakin Guardian over here that spawns like so, and you're gonna want to keep fighting him until you get the unknown paper. After getting the unknown paper from the Narakin Guardian, you also need a mana stone, which is also 1% drop. So going back to the alchemist over here at the village, you're gonna want to craft something written on the velvet paper. Once you have this crafted, equip your skill, the unknown skill. You want to equip that. Now mine says mysterious snow. Yours should say unknown. You're gonna want to carry this and go and follow straight path right towards the pond, past the sand area and into the temple. Alright, now that we're here at the top of the temple, you're gonna press move. You should be around level 60 to enter. Alright, now that we're here and we got this equipped, you're gonna stand over here, you're gonna equip the skill, and this big portal should appear. And when you hold that, you're gonna be right at World 2. So that is the tutorial for getting through World 1. And later on, probably next week, I'm creating a World 2 tutorial, and hopefully that will help you all out as well. Now that we're done with the official tutorial, I'm gonna show some extra tips before we finish. So over here, if you come to this waterfall area, you can go through it. Look, a secret entrance. And over here, you're gonna see this guy. And the reason I can dash so fast and cover so much distance is because I've talked to this guy, and it costs 25,000 to upgrade. After you buy this, you're gonna need to dash 500 times. So just keep dashing your spare time, and once you dash 500 times, it should upgrade into the dash I have right now. So in the pond area, there is a secret entrance to the cave. Very easy, just fall through here. And here, I can get through the other cave golems easily, and it's way faster if I'm just traveling to this area. Christmas event, which is limited time only, but it's not going to go away that soon, so hopefully you have enough time to actually participate in it. You're going to be fighting the Santa, and he's going to spawn every 5 minutes in different locations in World 1. He can either spawn down there in the desert area by the forest, he can spawn over here on the desert area, or he can spawn inside the village. His health is in hits, so every time you hit, a percentage goes up. And you need at least 7% on the boss to finish him. And on every single other boss, you need 7% to get the contribution. Once you get the snowflakes from the Santa drops, you can also come to the sleigh, and here you can buy the skins. If you hold it down the gifts, you can see what skin it is. Honestly, I recommend you buying something else. The skills are pretty good. I would recommend saving up to 900 snowflakes because this is the best skill, but it has been nerfed. But it is limited time, so I'll just buy it anyways. And these items, this is the fail protection score right here. The 375 one, it enhances the quality of your sword by 1%. So you should probably save it up from when you get a really good weapon. And this one just completely rerolls your quality. So that's why this 500 one's pretty good as well. Hopefully I answered some of your questions. Korean's translation for English people are aliens or foreign people. And the police rooms are scrolls in English. And the translation is kind of weird for Korean people, but you know, you'll learn it as you play more. And yeah, I guess this concludes the Beginner World 1 guide. I'll be uploading more helpful videos in the future, so make sure to like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments if this video was helpful towards you and what tips to give me. You know, I'm a new YouTuber, so you know, just tell me whatever, and I'll try to implement it in my videos. So hopefully that was helpful to y'all, and peace.